So this news is a little bit old. I talked about it on Twitter, but I did not talk about it here on YouTube. So I decided today that I'm going to go ahead and try to do that. There's a substantial announcement coming when it regards to NASCAR console gaming. Adam Stern posted about this. It was a few weeks ago now. No announcement has been made. There's been no rumors, nothing really. I haven't heard anything either about what this announcement is, but there is something coming regarding NASCAR console gaming, and the point of this video is just to discuss it with you guys. So leave your comments down below, and we're going to kind of try to brainstorm to think what it could be, and I'll tell you guys what I think it could be and what I don't think it could be, because I do think there are likely possibilities and then others that are probably not that likely, and there are reasons for that. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. I want to give a shout out to all the Patreon members as always for supporting the channel. Thank you guys as always for the support. Especially over the last week, and trust me guys, that is not going unnoticed. We will be live streaming tomorrow night as well. I'm making my return to a series that I've not done in like 4 years or something, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you check out the live stream tomorrow night. Follow me on Twitter if you want to get that announcement, likely sometime tomorrow. So we all know that Motorsport Games has the exclusive NASCAR license for simulation console gaming. There is a what is it, that NASCAR Arcade Rush or whatever the heck that game was. I don't know, that new game coming on PS4, PS5, Xbox, and PC and all that. It's like a Hot Wheels kind of NASCAR stuff, but it doesn't have any of the drivers, the paint scheme, stuff like that, right? That's just like an arcade game. Motorsport Games has the simulation, like kind of similar to the Madden deal, right? So like you can make a football game technically, but you can't make it arcadey. And so, or I mean, no, not that. You can't make it simulation. Sorry. You can make it arcadey, but you can't make it simulation because Madden has the rights and everything. NASCAR or Motorsport Games has the rights. Same thing to IndyCar. Same thing to IndyCar. That's why iRacing lost their IndyCar kind of licensing. They can't mention IndyCar. I think they still have the cars, but they can't mention IndyCar, right? So if you guys asked me what does this substantial announcement have to do with anything, I do think first and foremost it's regarding the exclusive licensing that Motorsport Games has. I don't see it being anything else, in my opinion. I think it has something to do exactly with that. I don't think it's Motorsport Games making a NASCAR game. They might be right now, and they probably are, I guess, but I don't see anything remotely close that they could make a substantial announcement. A substantial announcement is a game reveal. That's a substantial announcement. That's Motorsport Games literally coming out and announcing that they're going to be having a game releasing around February 2024 for the 2024 NASCAR season. That's not happening. It's not. There's already, IndyCar's already been delayed to 2024. There's no NASCAR game coming in early 2024, and if you had to ask me, there's no NASCAR game coming in 2024. I don't really believe that is going to be the case, because Motorsport Games have shown nothing that is going to be the case. They've been a company for 4 years now, and they've released one game, and it was poor, and the only other game they released was NASCAR Rivals, which is a Heat 5 port onto the Switch. So and then the NASCAR Heat 5 update was delayed 9 months, and it barely works. So yeah, like there's no proof of anything that Motorsport Games is going to actually get that done. So I don't think it's that. I really don't. I don't think it's actually a game being announced. I don't think as well it's iRacing getting the ability to make a NASCAR game. I thought about that. I remember tweeting about that, but when I think about it longer and harder, I don't think that's the case. The reason why is they already work on their Outlaws games, right? And then iRacing revealed that they're making a career mode actually for their AI racing. So iRacing in a future update, likely around December, is going to be releasing a career, like an offline career that you can run on iRacing. We're not just talking about NASCAR. We're talking about all the different series that they have, whether it be road or oval or dirt, whatever. They're gonna have some version of a career that I don't know what it's really going to look like on a live service simulation, but that's what they are working on. So do I think that iRacing and in part Monster Games, again, if you don't know who Monster Games are, they made NASCAR Heat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They made all those games along with 704 Games. 704 Games was the publisher. Monster Games was the developer. Monster Games is not a big developer. They can't, in my opinion, make both World of Outlaws and NASCAR Heat and work on iRacing stuff. iRacing is focusing on their number one thing, which is iRacing, while on the console side of things, they do have World of Outlaws. Do I believe they can make and have enough resources to put NASCAR on consoles? I'm starting to think that that's going to be a no unless they put some serious funding into Monster Games. Because in a way, one thing I don't want is to go backwards. And if Monster Games were to make NASCAR games, it would be on Unity Engine. It would feel like... Because World of Outlaws, guys, World of Outlaws does feel like the NASCAR Heat games in a way. It's very similar because of the same engine, same developers. And so I don't want to go back to that engine. I don't want to go back to that familiarity of NASCAR Heat. I don't really want to do that. So if Monster Games was going to make a NASCAR game, I would love for them to get away from Unity, but I don't think they would. So, and I've been saying that for years. Even before Motorsport Games ever came around, I was saying get off of the Unity engine. So it is what it is. But I think iRacing, the number one reason why I don't think iRacing is actually going to be making a console NASCAR game is because, in my opinion, I don't think business-wise it's a good enough business opportunity for them. iRacing makes so much money off the subscriptions, off you paying cars, tracks, off their E-Pro series as well. And again, not just NASCAR, we're talking about motorsports all over the world. That's what iRacing makes their money on. And they spend a lot of money on scanning tracks and keeping that service updated. Making a console NASCAR game without microtransactions and just maybe like a $70 or $60 price tag, I just don't think is a viable business solution for them to make profit. I think it would be kind of a waste of resources because what they have going on now generates so much money for them, and I think that's what's going to be their focus. And I don't think they're going to want to put more of those resources into a console game with Monster Games and stuff like that. I don't see that happening, but I might be wrong. That's just my personal opinion. And then the other rumor comes around with EA and Codemasters, right? So Codemasters making the F1 games. Now, I remember reading a tweet from Areva that the F1 23 launch actually was down 47% in sales. So that's not really surprising. I played F1 23. I played that breaking point mode. I've seen it all before. I've seen it with the FIFA series, and I've seen it even in a worse way with Madden. I knew that when EA got their hands on Formula 1 and Codemasters, that the progression of that game would stall. And it's in the sales. Guys, 47% is a massive drop. That's half less sales than F1 22. Again, it's not surprising though, because that's what EA does in the modern day. Now, the argument with that is at least we would get a game, right? If EA wanted to make a NASCAR game, and Codemasters wanted to do that, then at least we would get a game. But again, Codemasters has really focused on F1 a lot. Would they be able to make a NASCAR game? I'm pretty sure they would. Codemasters is a very big developer with a lot of backing from EA. I'm pretty sure they would. But you would have to get, a lot of microtransactions. You would have to and deal with the negatives of just kind of lack of progression. But you would get a game, right? So I would welcome it. I'm not going to lie. If EA wanted to do it, I would welcome it. But I'm telling you right now, just know what you're getting into. So those are the three situations. I don't think there's any other situation out there that picks up the NASCAR license. I really don't. Maybe there are some other developers out there, like for example Milestone, who have made Hot Wheels Unleashed, who make Monster Energy Supercross, who make Ride. So they've had experience with those motorsport type of games, but would they want to pick up the NASCAR license and make that? I don't know. But this is where I'm getting to. The NASCAR license, right? So in the current state right now, this substantial announcement only, when it comes to consoles, can only be about motorsport games if a game is coming or if something is happening. It has to involve motorsport games, which is why I believe, because motorsport games has been dead silent. Go look on their Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Ever since they announced the new CEO of Stephen Hood, with Dmitry Kozko stepping down but being on the board, which was back in April, I think. Dead silence. We are in August. It's almost been 4 months since that announcement. I don't think Motorsport Games is up to much at the moment. They're apparently releasing that Le Mans game, something like that, but that feels like R Factor 2 with a DLC of Le Mans and packaged into a full game. That's what that's probably going to and most likely feel like. If I had to take a massive guess, and I want you guys to let me know if you think this is it and what you guys think. I think this announcement is that the exclusive license with Motorsport Games is ending, and it opens up the possibility for other developers to either strike a deal with NASCAR or for multiple developers to make NASCAR games. But again, they have to strike that deal with NASCAR. Now, where I am a little bit hesitant about this is that NASCAR, of course, want the exclusive licensing. It's the same reason, guys, why NFL stays with EA over and over and over. EA pay them so much money, right? And that's what the NFL cares about. They don't care about the quality of the games. They don't care about the community. They don't care about that. They care about the amount of money going into their pocket. NASCAR is the same exact way. They have iRacing. They have a great relationship with iRacing. That's the simulation kind of thing. But for kids that want to really get into console gaming or get into NASCAR, they're not going to go to their parents and ask for a $1,000 PC and a 2-year subscription to iRacing for $200 and a wheel for $200 and pedals for $100, and then you have to buy every car and every track for $11.95 or $14.95 or whatever it is. Guys, it's just not possible for most people to get involved in iRacing. It just isn't. It really isn't. So this console side of things is very, very important, and NASCAR know that, and so they want to get that exclusive licensing onto the console side so they could get money into their pockets while still promoting and growing the sport through the youth through the video games. So that's the one thing that keeps me very hesitant that the exclusive licensing will end. But if it doesn't end, then what is the substantial NASCAR announcement, right? The substantial announcement of console gaming, what is it? Unless it's a genuine miracle that Motorsport Games can come out with a game in 2024, and I'm talking early 2024, because you wouldn't say there's a substantial announcement coming if it's late 2024. It's still over a year away. That's not happening. It would have to be early 2024. But before, like, February, obviously, with the Daytona 500, or before May. It would have to be then. I don't see that happening. I really do believe, keep an eye out on that exclusive license. If there's a way that NASCAR can keep the money in their pocket, but move the license around to either multiple developers or to, just simply put, another developer. And so it would be exclusive to someone else, not Motorsport Games, but it could be exclusive to Monster Games. It could be exclusive to EA and Codemasters. It could be exclusive to Milestone. And again, there's been no rumors of Milestone actually doing that. It's just, that's just a developer I know and a publisher that I know that make a solid amount of games, and they pump them out too. Like Supercross comes out, Ride 5 is coming out in August, MotoGP comes out from them, Hot Wheels 2 comes out. Like that publisher and that developer, they pump it out, right? NASCAR would probably look at them and be like, oh, they could actually make games for us because they make so many already. So that's just why I've thrown their name in there. But obviously the two would be EA and Codemasters with iRacing. I didn't mention 2K, but I mean, I don't really see 2K getting into that. Possible. I don't see it. So that is what I think, personally, is that it has to do with the exclusive licensing. What do you guys think? This substantial announcement. I don't know when it's coming. I have no idea what it is. It's just, what could this thing be? And to be honest, I'm okay with a few different outcomes. I just hope it is substantial. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I hope it's big. Like, big. Either a game reveal, or the license changing hands, or a developer making a game that's not Motorsport Games, a developer making a NASCAR game. I don't want it to be like, the substantial announcement is that we have an arcade game coming to consoles in September. Like, if that's the substantial announcement, I'm going to throw my head into a glass wall and just cut my face open and get surgery. Like, I genuinely will do that if that is the substantial announcement. So it is what it is. You know, we just have to wait and see. Over the next few months, I will be on iRacing more than I have been, so I can pass the time. But guys, we need some new content, man. We need some new content. So what is this thing going to be? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're not already. I am staying away from Twitter and Instagram as much as I can, just for the sake of my mind. So, but if you guys want to know when I go live, then Twitter would be the place to go. So take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. Peace out.